Hi folks, hope you all had a great weekend and well done for all the great work submitted last week. As we said last week, we've covered a lot of new content during this lockdown. So this week, we will be doing some consolidation work on what we've learned so far on speed time graphs. You'll see from the success criteria that you should be able to describe the motion of an object from a speed time graph. You should be able to use data from a speed time graph to determine acceleration using the equation A equals V minus U over T. And you should be able to use data from a speed time graph to determine distance travelled by working out the area under the graph. As usual, there will be a checklist that you can find on the Teams page and in the Files tab. You'll see there are links to videos which explain how to do each type of question on speed time graphs. So make sure you watch these before you start the problems. After the videos, you're going to go to the Teams page and go to the Files tab. Open up the folder number 2, Dynamics and Space. Then open up folder number 7, Speed Time Graphs Consolidation. And in there you'll find a file called Speed Time Graphs Consolidation Problems. Make sure that you look at the hints and the worked examples at the top of each section for each type of question, and make sure you write out all your working. There's a lot of problems, so if you don't manage to do every single one, don't worry, but make sure you at least try a few from each page and upload your work using the Files tab. So what you'll see is the top of each section has got worked examples for you to look at before you try some of the questions yourself. Here you're going to copy and complete the sentences that describe the motion of each graph, and for this set of questions you're going to look at the description given and you're going to sketch the graph for each one. You then move on to acceleration from speed time graphs. So again, make sure you look at the equation at the top of this section as well as the 2 worked examples. And then you're just using the data from the graph along with the equation A equals V minus U over T to work out the acceleration for each of the graphs shown. And then the final type of question is working out distance from speed time graphs by working out the area under the graph. Again, you can see that there's a couple of worked examples for you to look at first, and then you're going to use distance equals area under the graph to calculate the distance travelled for each of the graphs here. And this last page is a bit of both, a bit of working out the motion of the object from each graph, calculating acceleration and calculating the distance travelled. The final task this week is the assignment, which will be posted in the middle of the week to give everyone time to try the problems first. There's also a suggested schedule underneath the checklist this week to help you break up the work a little bit. You don't have to follow this schedule, it's just a suggestion that might help so that the work doesn't appear to be overwhelming. But remember, as I said earlier, if you don't manage to do every single problem, don't worry, but make sure you at least try a few from each page. There will be a live drop-in session this week. You can join and work through some of the questions during the meeting and get help as you do the work. Or you can join to ask a question or to just listen in if you don't want to speak. As usual, ask for help on Teams at any time and we can help you out. Have a good week everyone, and we'll speak to you all soon.